for Daniel derailed on a train. E is for Eric who's buried alive. F is for Frank who was stabbed through the eye. G is for Greg who died in the womb. H is for Heather who was sealed in a tomb. One by one we bite the dust. Kick the buck and begin to rust. Give up the ghost when your numbers up. We all fall down. Ashes to ashes, bones to paste. You wither away in your resting place. Eternity in a wooden case. We all fall down. Johnny was bitten by snakes. K is for Kimmy who was shot in the head. L is for Larry who bled and bled. N is for Marie who was burned to a crisp. N is for Nick who was pummeled by fist. O is for Olive who lived like too fast. P is for Pat who swallowed some glass.
So that was Creature Feature, man. What'd you think? Hell yeah. What else you want to listen to? The Ghastly Ones or the Bomboras? Cradle of Filth. White or Rob Zombie? He's got a new one. What about some Zombie Girl? What about some Insane Clown Posse? Man, ICP is cool to listen to at Halloween. Then what the fuck do you want to listen to? This emo piece of shit? Well, there used to be a time when I was a huge Marilyn Manson fan. Nah, fuck it. Let's go listen to it. Marilyn Manson. In the 90s, Marilyn Manson was every pissed off teenager's wet dream and every parent's worst nightmare. Though when my parents first heard him, they were like, he's just today's Alice Cooper. Now my parents didn't mind his stuff, but my Bible-thumping grandma couldn't stand him. What have I told you about him? Marilyn Manson is of the devil! I'm going to beat the Jesus into you! I'm going to beat the love of God into you! I swear! Jesus loves you! Jesus loves you! Jesus loves you! When I was a kid, I freaking loved Marilyn Manson. I loved the in-your-face, fuck-the-system attitude, the spooky, heavy, industrialized metal. But then, somewhere between Hollywood and Golden Age of Grotesque, I started to lose interest. I was gravitating more towards the black metal bands, early industrial guys, and I started listening to a lot of prog rock. Marilyn Manson just started to sound the same to me. Now don't get me wrong, I still dug it all, I just sorta grew out of them a little bit. Now by the time Eat Me, Drink Me came out, the popular music landscape was god-awful. Shit like Seether, Hinder, Shine Down, Buck fucking Cherry. Not to mention the rest of the horrible shit. Now when I first heard Marilyn Manson was coming out with something new, I was totally excited. I couldn't wait to hear what kind of hatred he'd have for this new, safe, pretty, and polished Hollywood media bullshit that was being shoved down our throats. Then I went to Best Buy and saw the album cover. What the fuck? He looks like a whiny fucking kid whose parents just took his allowance away. Look at him all pouty. So when I bought the album, I was like, I'm going to buy another CD just in case this sucks. I mean, that album cover isn't too promising. So I also picked up Skinny Puppy's Mythmaker. and thank God I did. Eat Me, Drink Me was all, "Wah, woe is me" kind of bullshit. You did this to me, you said that to me, so I did this to you, and I did that to you. Also, the whole band wasn't even on here. It's pretty much just Manson and Tim Skull, who replaced Twiggy Ramirez a couple years earlier. I couldn't stand this Marilyn Manson album when I first heard it. Now, I haven't listened to this album at all since I first bought it. That was over 6 years ago, so let's give it another chance.
Track 1. If I was your vampire. Blah, blah, blah.
6 a.m. Christmas morning. No shadows, no reflection.
You know, I do like this guitar riff, but the song doesn't really go anywhere. And at almost 6 minutes, it's way too long and I get really bored. But it's not as bad as I remember it. It's an okay track.
Hey man, I can play dope hat. Wait a minute. Just, yeah. Track 2. Putting holes in happiness. Hold on 1 second.
This is another sort of hard, sort of soft track. It's a whiny ballad. I do like the guitar work and it has a pretty rockin' solo, but the lyrics are freaking stupid. He uses up like every cliched gothy line, like she uses dirty word witchcraft. Blow out the candles on my Frankensteins. Like you couldn't throw any mummies in there? How about some bats maybe? What about some spooky graveyards?
Track 3. The Red Carpet Grave.
I like the music in this song, but again, the lyrics are trying way too hard to sound gothic. Lines like bulldozer speech demon, mediocre suicide omen are just cringeworthy. How the fuck does he write songs? Alright, we gotta write this new Marilyn Manson album. Is the headdress of goth words ready?
Yes, master. Yeah.
And the words are graveyard, cock, satanic. Graveyard, cock, satanic. Graveyard, cock, satanic. Graveyard, cock, satanic. Track 4. They said that hell's not hot.
I kill myself in small amounts.
It's another whiny song about Manson's failed relationships. Stupid lyrics and all. I kill myself in small amounts in each relationship. It's not about love, just another funeral and just another girl left in tears. At least the solo rocks.
Yo man, I can play beautiful people. Wait. Track 5. Which one is it? Just a car crash away. I know it, man, I know it. Hold on.
Okay, Marilyn Manson had a short marriage with Dita Von Teese. They were divorced not too long before he started working on this album. So every song so far sounds like a bitter-ass teenager who just had his heart broken, writing in his book of poetry and crying over the picture of the girl that just broke it off. I'll show her. I'm gonna write so many songs about her. She'll see what she did to me then.
Track 6. Heart-shaped glasses. When the heart guides the hand. Ooh.
Now I do like the music on here, but listen to the chorus. You know what that reminds me of?
She broke my heart, so I broke her jaw.
We'll be back after this.
Track 7. Evidence.
Evidence has some really cool music and another badass solo. And that's weird because on earlier Marilyn Manson albums, you never really got any badass guitar solos like this. So far, the music and the solos are totally making up for the crybaby bitch lyrics.
Track 8. Are you the rabbit?
I dig this. The music is heavy and the solo rocks, but again, love song. But the first line on this song is blowjob hilarious. Just listen.
Track 9. Mutilation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Now this song, supposedly, My Chemical Romance said that they were influenced by Marilyn Manson. So Marilyn Manson wrote this as a fuck you to the band. Now I do like this song, but damn, Marilyn Manson's an asshole. To have lines like fuck you, you know I play this better than you, on an album that is as whiny and bitchy as this, isn't really saying much.
Track 10. You and me and the devil makes 3.
This is fucking hilarious. You and me and the devil make 3. Manson is really reaching by this point. Oh, I gotta put devil in my song somewhere. Oh my Jesus. It's just laughable. He's trying so hard. So hard. So hard.
Track 11. Eat me, drink me.
And he ends the album with a song about Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is so goth. Emo Jones, everybody! Yo, Emo, what do you think about this song? It's so goth.
Marilyn Manson is so goth. Alice in Wonderland is so goth. Did you see the Tim Burton one? Tim Burton is so goth.
Alright, that's all the time we have for you.
So goth.
Manson, what the hell happened, man? Okay, here's the thing. I don't really hate this album as much as I used to. It's kind of grown on me. To me, it's one of the strongest and horribly weakest albums I've ever heard from it. I think the music on here is pretty damn good. The more moody Halloween goth vibe is a pretty cool change next to the more aggressive stuff. And all of the guitar solos are badass. But every song is so whiny that it's really hard for me to get into it. It's not a bad album musically, but it's lyrically jarring. It's like he had a goth dictionary the whole time. Also, the song titles are stupid as fuck. Titles like, If I Was Your Vampire, They Say the Hell's Not Hot, and You and Me and the Devil Makes Three are just trying way too hard to sound gothy. So you got any other albums you want to hear? Might as well.